The 5 most mind-blowing facts about outer space. Did you know that all the stars, galaxies, and planets only make up about 4% of the universe? It may seem that we know a fair amount about outer space, but it is really just a penny in the ocean. All the stars, galaxies, planets, and other matter that can be detected only make up 4%, with the other 96% being what cannot be seen, detected, or even understood by astronomers. 23% of the mass of the universe is called dark matter, and we know about this because its gravity pulls on visible stars and galaxies. This stuff is baffling enough, but 73% of the mass of the universe is dark energy, and this is something that scientists are stumped by. This has repulsive gravity, and is believed to be the reason that the universe is accelerating in its expansion, instead of expanding at the same rate throughout time or slowing down. This makes it one of the most baffling and mind-melting mysteries out there. There is a gigantic body of water floating in space. In 2011, scientists discovered the oldest and largest reservoir of water in existence, and it was found floating through space. The water is equivalent to 140 trillion times all the water in the oceans, and it could provide every single person on Earth a planet's worth of water 20,000 times over. This is an almost incomprehensible amount of water, and it is particularly odd when outer space is generally considered to be a desolate and dry place. Water is created by the waves of energy knocking hydrogen and oxygen atoms together. This was found at a distance of 12 billion light-years, meaning that this was occurring in the earliest times of the universe. There are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on the Earth. The size of the universe is truly mind-boggling and difficult to comprehend. Astronomer Carl Sagan is famous for claiming that there are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on the world's deserts and beaches, but this is, of course, difficult to prove. Many people do not take this as a fact, and instead just see it as a good way of describing how astonishingly big the cosmos is. This is certainly something to think about next time you are relaxing on a beach somewhere, as it really puts into perspective just how vast and unexplored the entire universe is. "99% of our solar system's mass is the Sun. The Sun makes up an incredible 99.86% of the total mass in our solar system. Of the remaining percentage, 99% of this is made up of the 4 giant planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus. This leaves 0.002% for the remaining objects in the solar system, which includes little old Earth, the remaining terrestrial planets, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, dwarf planets, moons, asteroids, and comets. This puts into perspective just how small Earth is in our solar system, but mainly just how breathtakingly dominant the Sun is. It has a radius 100 times that of Earth, which means about 1 million Earths could fit inside the Sun. If 2 pieces of the same metal touch in space, they will become stuck together. On Earth, if you were to touch 2 pieces of the same metal together, you would simply be able to pull them apart, but this is not the case in outer space. On Earth, there is oxygen in the atmosphere, which creates a very thin layer of oxidized metal, and this acts as a barrier between the 2 metals. There is no atmospheric oxygen in space, and consequently, there is no barrier, so the 2 metals form a bond and become one. This is known as cold welding. This may sound like a complete nightmare in terms of spaceship construction and working on the International Space Station, But because the metals and tools will have come from Earth, it means that they will retain the coated layer and not become stuck together. Thank you for watching.